And away we go.
As of recording, there is 15 days till Christmas.
15 days. Well, that makes this the 10th.
Of December.
Yes. Now that we've established our timeline, recording this the Wednesday before it drops, publishes, or whatever. Sometimes we wait until the week of. Don't get tired now.
I've been tired.
We've got lots of pages to go. Not that many. There's a lot to go through. 7 pages. You're Phoenix. I'm Will. And we're here to bring on the questions.
Linktree.com/BOTQS.
Now it's becoming second nature.
Where you can find all of the links to find us in all the places.
The Spotify, the Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio, Spreaker. That's the important one.
Yeah. We want lots of people on Spreaker because it helps us earn money.
In our little hobby. And it can be watched on
YouTube.
Clips on Instagram and TikTok.
But if you want the full thing, go to YouTube.
Yeah, post the full video on YouTube. I don't know if it'd be a good idea to take like 5 or 10 minute clips and just dump them all on TikTok or not. I don't know if we have that interest yet.
My phone says 6-7.
Oh. You need to charge it?
No. 6-7 is a good.
Oh, 67. Not 6 or 7.
No, 6-7.
Then you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
So, Miss Phoenix, I won't take your line this time.
This time.
What question are we bringing in this episode? Oh, boy.
Or what is Krampus?
Krampus.
We're getting into that.
That's next time. Spoilers.
We're getting to the other beliefs of Christmas beings.
And I think, we got Krampus this time. And I don't know if we'll get into the rest of the Yule Beast this year, because we have other plans that we're going to do. If not this year, then next year. We'll get into the other Yule creatures.
Yes.
Mythologies. Ready?
Yep.
I already said this once, but Krampus. The anthropomorphic dark companion of St. Nicholas, indigenous to the central and eastern alpine regions of Europe. We're going to trace this entity's evolution from its obscure, debated origins in pre-Christian paganism and medieval religious theater to its modern reincarnation as a global pop culture icon. Particular attention is paid to the figure's suppression under the 20th century authoritarian regimes, specifically the Austrofascism and National Socialism, and its subsequent sanitation during the post-war era. We'll further explore the Krampus Renaissance of the late 20th century, the critical distinction between Krampus and the Perchten traditions, and the sociological mechanisms driving its recent explosion in popularity within the United States. By analyzing the interplay between rural heritage preservation and commercial appropriation, we will argue that the Krampus functions as a necessary shadow to the commercialized Christmas, fulfilling a psychological demand for the acknowledgement of darkness within the festival season.
To understand the Krampus, one must first understand the environment that birthed him. The tradition is not a general German custom, but is specifically rooted in the rugged topography of the Eastern Alps, encompassing the Austrian states of Tyrol, Salzburg, Styria, and
Carinthia? Or Carinthia?
Carinthia, as well as southern Bavaria, Germany, South Tyrol, and parts of Slovenia. In these regions, winter is not merely a season, it is a siege. Historically, the onset of winter meant months of isolation, darkness, and sub-zero temperatures. Very cold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to go there during winter.
No?
Maybe fall. Maybe spring. I feel like summer would... You know what? Summer wouldn't be too hot because it's north.
Yeah, I would say it's... This general region is probably as far from the equator as we are.
If
Maybe
not
a little bit more north.
Yeah. It's up there, alright. The agricultural style cycle ceased and communities turned inward. The 12 days of Christmas, the
Ruhnacht,
or rough nights, were considered a liminal time when the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest. Like how we think Halloween.
Yeah. Which is interesting. So the Halloween is kind of the harvest time. Like Halloween, we're using up the last of, gathering the last harvest things and having a celebration of it. But somehow the veil is thin then. But during the 12 days of Christmas, the Yule time, the veil is thin because of such long nights. The longest night of the year being the winter solstice.
Yeah. It was a period of danger, where unbaptized spirits, ghosts, and demons were believed to roam the frozen valleys. The Krampus figure emerged from the specific climatological and psychological landscape. I did that in the past one. I kept wanting to say fizzy, because I don't know. Psychological landscape as an embodiment of the harshness of winter, a creature of fur, protection from cold, and violence, the brutality of the elements.
The Krampus does not exist in a vacuum. He is part of a pan-European archetype known to folklorists as the Dark Helper, or the Punishing Companion. Throughout the lands of the former Holy Roman Empire, St. Nicholas, the benevolent Bishop of Myra, is rarely seen alone. He is almost always accompanied by a foil who administers discipline while the saint dispenses grace.
This duality represents a sophisticated
pedagogical
tool utilized by medieval society. The saint represents the carrot, divine reward, civilization, and the church. The companion represents the stick, while nature, pagan chaos, and penal consequence. While other regions have their variants, you're gonna have to help me with this.
Necked Ruprecht
in northern Germany, and
Schmaltzy? Schmutzli
in Switzerland, Perefouettard
sounds good.
in France, and
Zwarte
Piet in Netherlands. Krampus is unique in his monstrousness. Unlike Ruprecht, often a ragged farmhand, or Fouettard, a butcher/monk, Krampus is explicitly demonic. He is not just a servant, he is a beast. This distinction suggests that the Alpine tradition preserved a more visceral, pre-Christian visual language than its lowland counterparts, retaining the horns, fur, and claws of the ancient masquerades.
Krampusnacht is December 5th. I think that's in the notes someplace, but I just thought of it. So it was 5 days ago. We did Advent first.
We couldn't record on Krampusnacht because it was my school dance.
School dance. Overrated. Rated exactly right. You're making an awful lot of noise with your hand heater there. The etymology of the name Krampus offers the most direct evidence of his physical character. The consensus among philologists is that the name derives from the Middle High German word Krampen, meaning claw or hook. This refers to the creature's grasping nature. His function is to seize, to snatch, and to drag away. An alternative, though related, derivation is the Bavarian word Krampen, Krampn, no E or U, which can refer to something withered, dried out, or dead. The etymological root emphasizes the tactile horror of the figure. Unlike a ghost, which is immaterial, Krampus is defined by his physical ability to manipulate the world, to strike with a birch rod, or to hook a child with a claw. In other dialects, the nomenclature shifts from the menace, but the menace remains. In Tyrol, he is often simply called Teufel, or devil, stripping away any folkloric distance and identifying him directly with the infernal. In Slovenia, he is Purkel, a name also synonymous with a cloven-hooved devil.
I just looked up pictures of him, and if you've seen the one Krampus movie,
There's a bunch of them.
the one where he has like all the little minions of toys, like evil toys.
It's probably the 2015 one, I think.
We've watched it.
Yeah, I think so.
But someone recreated it, but with how the Grinch stole Christmas, but it's how Krampus stole Christmas.
He doesn't steal Christmas. He just steals the people that are trying to...
Who are having a bad Christmas.
Right. Well, causing others to have a bad Christmas.
And there's a lot of like old paintings of him.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about postcards that people made. We'll get into that here eventually.
A pervasive myth in popular histories and internet discourse is that Krampus is the son of Hel, Hel.
Norse stuff.
We're in the north, and it's Norse. The Norse goddess of the underworld. This claim appears in numerous non-academic articles and even reputable publications like Smithsonian Magazine, 2015, and Encyclopedia Britannica. However, a rigorous historical analysis reveals this to be a modern fabrication, or at best, a severe misunderstanding of a comparative mythology.
There are three primary reasons to reject the specific son of Hel lineage. Old Norse religion was practiced in Scandinavia. The Krampus tradition is indigenous to the southern Germanic/Alpine regions, Austria, Bavaria. While these cultures share a Germanic root, they are distinct. Old Norse was never the language of Austria. In the Eddas, the primary sources for Norse mythology, Hel is a goddess, not a male god, and there is no textual evidence linking her to a birch-wielding, chain-rattling goat demon. Tracking the citation change suggests the theory gained traction in the Internet age, likely as an attempt to lend the figure a specific ancient pedigree that appeals to modern neo-pagan sensibilities. I don't know if Hel has any offspring. She is the daughter of Loki, and Angerboda? I'm not too sure on that.
I think that was the giantess.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that in our one Norse episode. One of our past episodes. Go watch it.
Yep. And we have more Norse stuff to finish eventually.
Yes.
We'll get to it. There's a bunch of stories.
We did a little 3-part intro to Norse mythology.
Does Hel have any children? No. According to Norse mythology, Hel does not have any children. She is the daughter of Loki and the giantess Angerboda, and her siblings are Fenrir and Jordmungandr. Any claims about her having children are likely from modern interpretations or different mythologies. Boom, done.
So, Hel is ending the bloodline partly.
She's what, partly?
Ending bloodline.
Oh, yeah. But she's the queen of the underworld, so
maybe she is the bloodline.
she doesn't need children. They come to her.
She has many adopted children.
Mm-hmm.
However, debunking the specific Norse connection does not negate the general pre-Christian roots of the tradition. The figure is undeniably an evolution of the horned god archetype or the wild spirits of the winter solstice. The error lies in assigning him a specific pedigree, example, a son of Hel, rather than acknowledging him as a survival or diffuse animistic beliefs. Survival of diffuse animistic beliefs common to the Alpine region.
Another persistent theory, popularized by folklorist Maurice Bruce in 1958, links Krampus to the horned god of the witches. That's in quotes. Horned god of the witches. Bruce argued that the birch rod, the root, had phallic significance connected to initiation rites of witch covens, and the chains were a Christian attempt to bind this pagan deity. While evocative, this theory relies heavily on the witch cult hypothesis of Margaret Murray, which has been largely discredited by modern historians. Murray argued that the witch trials of the early modern period were an attack on a surviving organized fertility cult. While elements of pagan belief certainly survived in folklore, the idea of an organized Krampus cult that was suppressed by the church is an exaggeration. It is more accurate to view Krampus as a product of syncretism, the gradual blending of local winter masquerades with the Christian theology of the devil, resulting in a hybrid figure that served both the church's moral goals and the people's desire for ritual license.
The earliest documented evidence of the Krampus figure in his recognizable form comes from the late medieval and early modern period, 16th to 17th centuries.
Don't do it. Don't do it. They're in the teens. They're different numbers.
16, 17. This was the era of the... You're going to have to help me there.
Well, you just sounded out. Nicholas Spiel.
Well, there's not an SH in there. Nicholas Spiel, or Nicholas Plays. What's Saint Nick playing?
The
Poker?
Lute. That's a banjo.
These were public dramas performed in village squares or churchyards, designed to teach scripture and morality to an illiterate population.
Morality to
an illiterate population. In these days, the devil was a stock character. In these plays, the devil was a stock character, often a comic fool or grotesque monster who would challenge the authority of the saint. The Jesuit counter-Reformation efforts in the Habsburg lands utilized these plays effectively. They needed a tangible representation of sin to contrast with the holiness of the bishop. The local Alpine wild men or winter spirits were the perfect casting choice for the role of the devil.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Krampus is almost always depicted with chains. These are not merely for making noise, they are theological symbols. Can you stop playing with that? It's probably being picked up on the mic.
It's far away and in my pocket.
It's not that far away.
It's far enough.
They represent the binding of Satan by the power of Christ, and by extension the church. Krampus is not a free agent of evil, he is a leashed monster. He has been conquered and pressed into the service of the good. This visual metaphor, the calm saint leading the raging, chained beast, reassured the medieval peasant that while evil exists, it is ultimately under the control of the divine.
So, Santa, Saint Nicholas plus other saints equals Krampus works for Santa.
Yeah, so he works for the good. He is ultimately under control of the divine, the good. It's a negative thing. Like, he is there, he's watching, but don't get out of line or he's going to get you.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you can still be good.
If you're good, you won't get captured and tortured by Krampus.
What is the torture? You just put in a basket and carry it around for a while?
You know, if bad children get coal on Christmas, but they're also taken by Krampus, would the coal be like a sorry gift to the family
That seems right.
to light their fire?
Yeah, in exchange for your kid, you can have another night of heat.
And you can be warm. Another couple nights of heat.
You can always make more kids.
Maybe not winter. Wait till summer.
Why?
Because it's warm and you won't be as cold and stiff. Your finger is going to be like that much bent.
Like rigor mortis, but still alive.
Sure.
You know what rigor mortis is?
Nope.
What? Why not?
I don't even know where that's from.
Rigor mortis is like all your joints and tendons and everything tighten up when you die, and everything shrinks in, and then everything like locks into place.
Like forever.
Rigor mortis. Stiffening of the joints and muscles of a body a few hours after death, usually lasting from 1 to 4 days. Rigor mortis, or post-mortem rigidity, is the fourth stage of death. It is one of the recognizable signs of death, characterized by stiffening of the limbs of the corpse, caused by chemical changes in the muscles post-mortem. In humans, rigor mortis can occur as soon as 4 hours after death. Fun, huh?
Sure.
I think there was a wrestler in rigor mortis.
So why are we naming medical conditions after wrestlers, or naming?
Because he was a bad guy.
Still.
There he is. Oh, rigor mortis.
I think it's still.
Yeah. There he is.
I mean, the mask makes sense.
Yeah, he's
Costume.
like death. All the skulls.
He's like.
And the death symbols.
What's it called? Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
So he's going to take your stiff soul in your stiff body and just.
Yeah. Bad guy. He was a heel. Where we at? Yeah, during this period. That's you.
During this period, the Krampus was not a fun holiday character. He was a genuine instrument of social domestic discipline. The root, birch rod, was used to beat children who did not know their prayers. So if you had a bad memory, you were beaten with a birch rod.
So whose fault is that exactly? The child has problems retaining information, or the parents are not good at teaching information? Where does the problem lie?
Well, if you have a bad memory, it's just your genetics.
Well, the birch rod will beat it out of you. And you'll get better genetics from the birch rod.
A birch rod just performs magical surgery. Bow! DNA out, DNA in. Bow! DNA out, DNA in.
That sounds right. Put a little scientific spin on it. Yeah, sure.
This was consistent with the corporal punishment norms of the era. The birch itself has dual symbolism. In pagan tradition, being struck with birch was a fertility rite, transferring the life force of the tree to the human.
There you go. Boom. DNA transfer.
Yeah. You're now a tree, eventually, if you still have a bad memory.
That's okay. And then you're going to go.
Trees are going to remember everything because I lived through everything.
You're going to beat the memory of the tree into you.
Yeah, you're going to become tree. Not become one with tree, become tree.
So you remember so hard that you grow stiff and get bark on you.
Rigor mortis.
Yeah, got it.
You just grow a little.
And then you remember.
It's like scales.
And a couple years later, someone can snap your arm off and beat somebody else with your birch rod arm. Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah, cycle continues. It's unlike hell, who adopts many children. Well, it kind of is like hell, because the birch rod adopts a child to become more birch rods. To make more birch rods.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. But in the Christian context, it became purely penal. So, it's now just a punishment.
Just punishment. Because it turns out they're not turning into wood when you eat them. They just bleed.
Nah, I just like I like my tree children theory. My forever tree children until they get chopped down into big birch rods. Furthermore, the Krampus carried a butte, a wooden tub, or a sack on his back. That is shown in most of the pictures if you look
a lot
at
of the Krampus imagery.
Yes. The threat was explicit. If you're, quote, if you're bad, Krampus will put you in his sack and take you away, unquote. This taps into the primal fear of abduction and separation from the parents. Don't be bad, or else your parents won't have 3 children for Christmas.
My parents threatened us with that, but not with Krampus. You know, if you don't stay near us in the store, somebody might take you. Always told us that. It's crazy. Thinking back on it.
But it's kind of true.
Somebody might take you if you get too far away from us. And we start crying. Oh, don't worry. They'll bring you back by morning. They won't like you that much.
Okay, that's just mean. But it gives you reassurance.
The divine in the punishment.
Yeah, the secretly, a secret insult is your divine against the punishment.
It's the good within the bad, the yin and the yang.
Yeah, just like the yin yang symbol. There's bad inside the good and good inside the bad. Still delay. I know, cause texts.
Could be. This taps.
I already read that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the harsh reality of the medieval Alps, where death was common, this threat carried a gravity that is difficult for the modern mind to fully grasp.
Yeah, don't get taken away. You'll die in the wilderness.
You mean how? Where Krampus takes you?
Yeah, wherever Krampus takes you. Where's Krampus going to take you? He put you in the satchel, and then where are you going to go?
North Pole?
Mm.
South Pole. Isn't that what people say where Krampus lives? South Pole?
I don't know. Never heard that one. As Europe moved into the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution and the rise of the bourgeoisie transformed the holiday. The Biedermeier period in Austria emphasized domesticity, family values, and distinct social roles. Simultaneously, the postal service was modernized, leading to the golden age of the postcard. Here we go. Late 1880s till 1910s. It was in this environment that the Krampus cards emerged. These were illustrated greeting cards exchanged during the holiday season, often bearing the slogan Grüße vom Krampus, greetings from Krampus. These cards are significant because they standardized the visual image of Krampus for a mass audience. No longer dependent on local village mask carvers, the image of Krampus became a reproducible commodity.
Okay, so it's not traditional. Like no traditional Krampus folklore doesn't place him at the South Pole, but in the little overview stuff for the AI, the modern myth is the idea of a South Pole Santa, sometimes an evil twin or counterpart like Krampus, is a popular fan theory or concept in media, providing a fun contrast to the North Pole. So, like evil Santa.
A nega Santa.
Sounds a little close to
Nega Santa? Negative Santa?
bad Santa. Let's just call it bad Santa. Santa's evil twin.
Nega Santa. So too close to that other N word for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No, I say that because when I was a kid, the Darkwing Duck show, Darkwing Duck's nemesis was Negaduck.
Oh.
Really? Come on. It's not that bad.
It's the beginning of the word negative.
Well, yeah.
It sounds too close. It's way too close.
What? Come on.
You come on.
All right. It's too close for you. That's fine.
The imagery of Krampusgarten reveals a fascinating psychological subtext to the repressed Victorian/Habsburg society. The cards generally fell into three categories. The classic depiction of Krampus stuffing screaming children into baskets, pulling their ears, or holding them over a fire. I just imagine them tied up like a roast over a fire.
Like a rotisserie? Rotisserie children?
I like that. Rotisserie children and tree children.
Like a rotisserie chicken, but children.
You tie them on the birch rod.
After you beat them senseless with it, you tie them on the birch rod.
And you have a little chart effect on them when you're done roasting them. They're a bit crunchy.
Just in that strip where you beat them?
Well, they can grow bark anywhere. They can grow it on their head to their tips. I wouldn't recommend eating hair, though. That probably doesn't taste good.
You have to pluck the hair off like you do feathers on the chicken.
Just shave them.
Shave them? You do know this is like the 18th century. They didn't have clippers.
They have to skin their scalp
17th
because
century?
the hair follicles are enveloped in their scalp. So skin the scalp. Then it'll be extra raw to cook.
Using tomahawks. in the middle of Europe.
Medieval Europe, mind you.
Then too.
Yeah. These cards reinforce the moral enforcer role, but often with a sadistic glee that borders on the grotesque. Krampus has a bumbling fool for situations where the children turn the tables and capture the Krampus, perhaps the most surprising category to modern viewers.
Why do you just keep running everything on?
I don't know.
Slow down.
I keep missing the periods. I'm like, wait, that's not right. Capture the Krampus. Perhaps the most surprising category to modern viewers is the romantic Krampus.
Yikes.
Ugh.
How about that?
I don't want to look that up.
Well, read the rest. You'll see why we don't want to look it up.
These cards depicted the hairy horned beast pursuing buxom women, or conversely being dominated by them. Oh.
Yep. Keep going.
In some, a woman whips the Krampus. In others, Krampus carries a woman, not a child, in his basket.
Yep. That's good old 1800s Germany for you.
No, thank you. This erotic subtext suggests that for adults, Krampus represented the id, the wild, sexual, untamed passions that were strictly controlled in polite Viennese society. Sending a card with a leering devil to a lover was a safe, socially sanctioned way to flirt with the taboo.
Fun.
So we're flirting with horny Krampus.
The demon. It's a whole, to me, it's like a whole goth thing. Like the gothy, witchy, dark. Like good is one thing, but flirt with the devil kind of deal.
You're flirting, like, not flirting with the devil himself, but flirting using the devil.
Yeah, sure. The 20th century brought political darkness to Austria, and the Krampus tradition found itself in the crosshairs of authoritarian regimes. Following the Austrian Civil War of 1934, the Austro-Fascist regime of Chancellor Engelbert Dollfuss seized power. What a fun name.
Engelbert Dollfuss.
The regime was clerical fascist, deeply aligned with the Catholic Church and the Fatherland Front, the Vaterlandische Front.
See, I'm good at accents. You're good at German. We have a
Vaterlandisch.
Despite being a right-wing nationalist regime, the Dollfuss government banned or strictly suppressed Krampus runs. Why? Fascism prizes order, discipline, and state control.
Yes.
So, fascist, Germany?
Yeah, exactly. Not a problem. What are you thinking?
Is this World War II time or no?
Yeah, we're getting into that.
Okay.
Right before that.
Great.
It's after World War I, but not quite World War II yet.
So, like, 1930s.
There you go. Spot on. 1934.
Oh, shoot. Didn't even realize that. The Krampuslaufen were inherently chaotic, involving drunken mobs of masked men running through the streets. This was a threat to public order. The regime wished to promote a purified, pious Catholicism. This righteous, pagan-tinged Krampus runs were seen as a corruption of the holy feast of St. Nicholas. So now, is Santa eating Krampus running? Or what are...
What? the Holy Feast of St. Nicholas. They're not feasting on St. Nicholas, they're feasting in honor of St. Nicholas.
I was thinking of Santa feasting on Krampus.
So not only is it Nazi Germany, but they practice cannibalism as well. On Santa, of all people. No.
No, not eating Santa. Santa eating Krampus.
No.
Santa wanted a little bit of goat for dinner.
He's his dark companion. He is the bad cop to Santa's good cop.
Well, he eats children. Santa used to be a child once, didn't he?
I don't think so. I think he was fully formed 800 years old.
I think this is working now like Dracula from Monster High. Like, Sweet 1600 is basically his 16th birthday.
Yeah. I don't know about that, though. I don't know how old the idea of St. Nicholas is. Santa Claus.
160.
Nope. I think he's more than that.
No, for his 16th birthday.
Oh. He's old.
Yeah. About 1,750 something years old.
Probably.
I forget how many 50 years.
Bunch of them.
Like 1,750 something. I forget how many. It's probably like
8,
6 or 7 now.
9.
That's no in German.
9.
Yeah.
That's yes in German. Keep going. A time of civil unrest.
In a time of civil unrest, socialists underground, Nazis agitating, mass gatherings were a security risk. The mascot hired a political dissident as easily as a village boy. A New York Times article from December 1934 headlines Krampus, quote, Krampus disliked in fascist Austria, unquote. So pre-Nazi Germany. Documents this suppression, noting that the police were cracking down on the devil to protect the dignity of the saint.
Don't get your devil all over mate, St. Nicholas.
My St. Nicholas is big and has a beard and eats a lot of cookies.
But the fascism, it's hypocrisy. Because you want to show that your good St. Nicholas can overcome the evil, is better, and you want the positive, you don't want the negative. So now they're crushing the negative in such a way that it doesn't exist, or they don't want it to exist. It's civil unrest. It's more political than it is ideological. It's not just good versus evil. They're like, we don't want to even show the evil. When Nazi Germany annexed Austria in the Anschluss 1938, the situation became even more complex. The Nazis were obsessed with Germanic heritage and sought to strip Christianity of its Jewish roots, often promoting pagan solstice celebrations. So no more pagan. Don't even think about it. Strictly Christianity.
Didn't the Germanic peoples make pagan traditions, though?
Now you're asking the right questions.
Why are they abolishing their own original traditions?
Hypocrisy.
Wow, but got converted to Christian.
Yeah. It's all hypocrisy. And it just comes in cycles. Like, they don't like it during this time, but later on they'll like it. Theoretically, Krampus, a Germanic wild spirit, should have been celebrated, like we were just talking about. However, the Nazis also banned or heavily restricted Krampus events. Their reasoning was distinct. Krampus was inextricably linked to St. Nicholas, a Christian bishop. The Nazis wanted to diminish the Christian aspect of the holiday entirely. Stop. Some Nazi ideologues viewed the Christian depiction of the devil, dark, hairy, as having Semitic features or being a product of Christian slave morality, which they rejected. They preferred the noble Prukten, connected to the soil and sun, over the sin-punishing Krampus. Like the Dollfuss regime, the Nazis did not tolerate uncontrolled public assemblies. Krampus runs were co-opted into organized, sterilized folk parades that served the state's aesthetic rather than the village's ritual needs.
After the fall of the Third Reich, Austria sought to rebuild its society.
The Third Reich was Hitler's whole thing.
So, like, the end of that.
Yep, all done. So it was a mess, and they're trying to rebuild, and now what do we do with Krampus?
He's just here now.
Keep going. Find out.
The 1950s were a time of modernization and a pivot toward Western values. In this climate, the violence of the Krampus tradition came under scrutiny from a new authority, the child psychologist.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
Child psychologist.
Not only are the bodies of the children important, but now the brains of the children are important too, suddenly. Post World War II.
We wanted different DNA because our tree children couldn't memorize our prayers.
Yes.
So now the ones who have a really good memory, like photographic memory, are getting drafted as therapists and other psychologist type.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a weird brain tree children war, like not a war but an army.
Hypocrisy.
The Austrian government, along with the Catholic Church's
pedagogical
wings.
Where's the pedagogical?
Like
logical? The end of it's logical. Pedagogical?
Pedagogical wings distributed pamphlets. I have the weird, like, it's stuck. Whatever is stuck between, like, it's like stuck in the back.
Mucus?
Yeah.
You have to go blow your nose soon.
Distributed pamphlets explicitly titled, quote, Krampus is an evil man.
Krampus ist ein böser Mann.
Thanks. These pamphlets warned parents that exposing children to the terror of Krampus could cause lasting psychological trauma. Neurosis. Yeah.
Yeah. Neurosis,
bedwetting, anxiety.
We can't traumatize the children about Krampus anymore.
The true children and the drafted therapists have already been traumatized by him and eaten.
So now we don't want the next generation to be traumatized.
Yeah. Because the therapist army already found that out from personal experience. And is now creating those pamphlets to send out to parents being like, don't tell him about this guy. He was really bad.
Yeah, read the next part.
These
Nope.
No. The argument was that discipline should be rational, not based on mythological terror.
Mm-hmm.
This campaign was largely successful in urban areas, Vienna, Salzburg City, where Krampus was relegated to a harmless, cute figure or removed entirely. Aw, cutesy Krampus.
Chibi Krampus. Is that the one behind us? Is my little 3D printed guy? Is he up there?
Kinda.
Kind of a chibi Cutie pootie. Cutie pootie. Krampus.
Cutie patootie. Oh, is
Cutie
that
being
so?
spelled with a K like Krampus.
It's like, spoiler alert for the Krampus movie. Skip over if you don't want to know. The 2015 one. But like in the end, they're on the snow wall, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that switched. Family has a snow globe with Krampus. And they're like, "Oh, little Krampus, you terrorized us."
He's just banging on the inside of the glass.
Urgh.
He's got his little basket.
He doesn't talk. Ever.
Just stomping on his hooves.
Banging his horns.
Crampy, can you count? He's just tapping his hoof.
He's waiting, like,
Hey, you guys. Like Bowser in the new Mario Brothers trailer.
yeah.
He's a tiny Bowser in his little Bowser dollhouse.
In his little home. However, in the deep rural valleys of Tyrol and Carinthia, the tradition persisted, stubbornly protected by local Passan tropes, who viewed this softening of the custom as an erosion of their heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this part, scary Krampus. He is outside of the snow globe, and the family's inside the snow globe, and he's like, Arr. But in the rest of this, it's family outside, Krampus inside, and they're like, "Oh, little Krampus." That's how I see it.
Yeah, the softening of Krampus. That's the right wing versus the left wing, I think. In the modern era, the terms Krampus and Perchten are often used interchangeably by tourists and even some media, but they represent distinct mythological lineages. It is crucial for the ethnographer to distinguish them. An ethnographer is a person who studies and describes the culture of a particular society or group by immersing themselves in its daily life to understand its customs, habits, and differences. So, do you want to take the Krampus bullet points and I'll take the Perchten?
Sure. Krampus, date December 5th, Krampusnacht.
Mm-hmm.
Context, Advent, companion to St. Nicholas. Function, punish sinners, individuals. Enforce moral code. Appearance, one human foot, one cloven hoof, often. Phallocton, often the cloven hoof. One, phallocton, chains bound.
I thought he had two hooves,
That's what I thought
actually.
too.
But maybe there's some that show a human foot. The Perchten. The date is January 5th or 6th. 5th or 6th. It's the night of Epiphany or the 12th night. Context, midwinter/solstice, connected to Frau Perchta, a goddess figure. Function, drive away winter spirits, cosmic. Wake the earth for spring. Appearance, two main types. The Sternperchten, the beautiful Perchten, wear tall, ornate headdresses, ribbons, and mirrors to reflect sunlight. They bring luck. And the Schiacht-Perchten, the ugly Perchten, wear hideous masks, multiple horns, 4 to 10, and carry bells to make noise, the apotropaic magic. Apotropaic means supposedly having the power to avert evil influences or bad luck. So apotropaic magic would mean magic that averts evil influences or bad luck. What do you got? Did you find something?
In the movie Red One, Krampus has big spiky boots, so I'm guessing human feet.
Okay.
But in these like old, let me go to it. In this in some of the old,
Like the postcard ones.
yeah, the painting postcards, he does have one foot. And the one that I'm looking at, the one that says
Gruß vom Krampus. Greetings from Krampus.
The one that says that one, he is like, it's a hairy foot along with the rest of his hairy body, but it's like claws on his toes.
Interesting.
And he has claws on his hands. Is this also greetings from Krampus?
Yep. Oh, it's not Gruß, it's Grub.
No, that's S. It's an S sound.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Gruß vom Krampus.
Like gross is tall, and it has that symbol. I went because I learned a little Duolingo German. I gave up on it though.
You could take it in high school.
Yeah, I plan to.
Cool.
But this one shows him driving a car.
It's so weird. The children he has almost look like angelic cherubs, but they're clothed.
Is this one? Yeah, that one's. The one is honking the horn, and one is crying in the basket.
It's so weird, but there it is. That's what we do.
Okay.
All right. The confusion arises.
The confusion arises because Ugly Perkton look almost identical to Krampus. Both wear fur suits, both wear terrifying carved masks, and both carry bells. You can see that in the Krampus movie when I think it was the main character who got a bell in the either beginning or end.
Okay. I don't remember. I'll have to watch it again.
I remember it.
But the main character got a bell in the end, and they're in the snow globe, what was the point in that?
Well, lots of spoilers.
Go for it. And the movie's 10 years old at this point.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
If I've watched and you haven't, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's over Christmas. What are you doing?
There's a bunch of Krampus movies, so we're only spoiling the one.
Yeah. I've only watched the one. But still, if I've watched one and you haven't, what are you doing? But in that movie, Krampus, the main character, Krampus gives the main character a bell and sends him off as to because the rest of his family was already taken and offed. But he wanted his family back. The main character wanted his family back, so he went back, which I think it was the main character's sister who was getting taken by the goblins.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to be the spoiler to our next episode, Yo Lads.
Oh, sure. No, I don't think it's the next episode. But anyway.
It's part of Yo.
Krampus henchmen, the Yule Lads. I don't think they're necessarily Krampus henchmen. I think they are their own thing.
They're not. Yeah. Or these might be Perktons.
The ugly Perkton? More goblinish?
Yeah, they're a bunch of little goblin.
The Shiak Perkton. Maybe. But again, they practice apotropaic magic. So they might be ugly, but they practice keeping the evil influence away.
Yeah. But those people are taking his sister, and so he's like, no, I want my family back, and he goes to try to save his sister, which is being sent to hell kind of by Krampus. And so eventually Krampus lets him go be with his family down in the pit of hell. And eventually it looks like it's in a dream at the end scene because it's got like blurriness.
Yeah, that fuzziness.
Like a flashback scene, but it's not. And it's everyone having a happy little Merry Christmas. Like the main character waking up and to all his family. And then it zooms out to them in a snow globe along with so many other snow globes.
On a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
In Krampus's lair or whatever.
Yeah. In the late 20th century, as the Krampus loft became a tourist attraction, the calendar boundaries blurred. Krampus runs began appearing throughout December. Tropes started mixing the costumes. Today, many events are marked as Krampus und Birkenlauf,
Very good.
and not acknowledging the hybrid nature. However, purists in regions like Pongau, Salzburg, still maintained strict separation, with the Perchten only appearing in January to perform their specific ritual dances, which are distinct from the Krampus's chaotic running.
Perchten are good. Krampus are bad. The Perchten, well, I guess they're both ugly. Perchten, sometimes they're ugly, sometimes they're not. It's the whole thing.
It's like Wicked Witch of the West, Wicked Witch of the East.
They're both the Wicked Witches.
But the good one is not ugly. And bad one is portrayed as ugly.
They're both ugly.
In the Wizard of Oz movie. In the Wicked movie, both of them are pretty.
Oh, yeah? Think so?
Have you seen the Wicked movies? Have you seen Cynthia Erivo? Have you seen Ariana Grande?
They're both hideous witches.
Mm-mm. Exact opposite. They're both gorgeous witches.
While the standard Krampus dominates the media, regional variations offer rich diversity. In Slovenia, the figure is known as Porkel. The tradition is particularly intense in the village of Podkoren, near the tri border of Slovenia, Austria, and Italy. Here, the annual fire spectacle is held. The Porkel are depicted as devils in the most literal sense, often accompanied by pyrotechnics and bonfires. The masks here are often more grotesque, and the event serves as a gathering point for troops from all three nations, highlighting the cross-border cultural unity of the Alpine region. Interesting.
In the Tyrolean valleys, the figure is often called Teufel, devil. The Teufel runs are characterized by extreme physicality. The costumes are often made of heavy sheepskin, smelling strongly of the animal, and the masks are designed to be intimidating. In lines, the tradition involves the table pulling,
Tishtsiyan.
where local men sit at a heavy wooden table while the
Krampus.
Krampus?
Maybe that means the multiple Krampuses.
Yeah, I think.
Krampuse?
I'm gonna go Krampus.
Okay.
Try to overturn it. A ritualized contest of strength between order, the table/community, and chaos, the devils.
That's such a weird thing to do. You sit at a table, you try to hold the table down while somebody else is trying to flip it.
It's like capture the flag, but
with a table.
One team has the flag.
What?
Like,
are you confusing yourself?
No. The Krampus are trying to flip the table, so it's like capturing the flag, but only the Krampus can capture the flag because they don't have a table to flip.
No, it's a literal strength contest. So the people are sitting at the table trying to hold the table down, and the Krampus is trying to lift it up. It's just a test of strength.
Texas
strength.
I bet Texans could beat that.
Yeah, send some Texans over there, and you're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
they'll beat up some Krampus.
They're gonna bring a couple pistols.
Well,
it's Texas.
Well, bring the Krampus to Texas. Krampus is gonna have a problem. I don't think he can carry pistols on the plane. It's bad form. You have to take a boat.
Bring the Krampus to Texas. They'll be nice and warm.
I don't know if they like warm.
They're gonna have to.
In some regions, the Nikolaus is the central figure and the Krampus is subservient. In others, particularly the modern Krampuslauf, the saint has effectively vanished, leaving only a horde of 500 monsters running through the street. This shift from a religious procession to a monster parade marks the transition from ritual to spectacle.
For most of the 20th century, Krampus was unknown in America. Definitely not now. We're American. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know, we're Americans.
Nobody knew. Nobody can tell.
No, not at all. Totally not. Totally tubular. Anyways, the primary vector for his introduction was not German immigrants, whose traditions largely faded due to anti-German sentiment during World War I and World War II, but the art world.
Yep.
And if you can tell, the postcards are pretty graphic. Krampus.
Krampus romance.
Don't. I don't like that even more. In 2004, graphic designer and art director Monty Beauchamp published a book titled Devil in Design, The Krampus Postcards.
Beautiful.
Excuse me. Beauchamp had discovered the vintage postcards and was captivated by their surreal graphic power. It's a bunch of old drawings, dude.
Yeah, but they're cool.
Cool during Christmas. They're cool to me during Christmas.
We're almost done.
Because that's when I think about Krampus the most. He published them in his, quote, lowbrow art magazine, Blab. Made up word.
Blab?
Yeah.
Almost every word is made up word. Blab sounds like an onomatopoeia, though.
What's the one guy in the Minions movie where he tries to torture the Minions? He says, like, blurb. Flurb? In the Minions movie.
I probably know what you're talking about if I saw him.
He's like Scarlet Overkill's boyfriend, fiance, husband, whatever the
I don't know.
But they love each other a lot. The book became a cult hit. So there's a cult now.
Krampus cult.
Cramp cult. The images, vintage, spooky, and hilariously inappropriate for the American Christmas sensibilities, were perfect for the nascent internet culture. They were scanned, shared on blogs, and turned into memes. The Gruß vom Krampus. Yeah.
Things from Krampus. There you go.
That's how you pronounce it. That whole B looking. It's not a B. It's S.
Two S's.
Two S. Quote, Gruß vom Krampus image became a distinguishing marker for hipsters, goths, and counterculture enthusiasts.
Why did America embrace Krampus? Sociologists suggest it was a reaction to the hyper-commercialization and forced sentimentality of the American Christmas. For the punk or goth subcultures, Krampus represented a way to participate in the holiday without buying into the Hallmark aesthetic. He was the savior of Christmas because he made it dangerous and cool again. Ironically, while conservative pundits bemoaned a war on Christmas, the embrace of Krampus was a return to an older, more traditional form of the holiday, just not the one they recognized. Cities like Los Angeles, Portland, and Philadelphia began hosting Krampusnachts. The Krampus Ball in Los Angeles, organized by Al Reidenar and the crew of Krampus, crew is spelled Krewe, of crew of campers in New Orleans are prime examples. These events mix alpine tradition with American costume culture and New Orleans parade aesthetics.
So everyone was like, Krampus is cool.
Yeah, because he's a dark Christmas.
Because they were like, can we please stop with the same trope every single Christmas, Hallmark? It's the same thing every Christmas.
Every Hallmark Christmas movie is the same thing.
Yeah. And all Hallmark movies are the same thing.
Just about.
Not just about. Basically. Following Beauchamp's book, Krampus exploded into pop culture. The Adventure Bros, 2004, Supernatural, 2007, The Colbert Report, 2009, Grimm, 2013, American Dad, 2013, and Scooby-Doo, 2012 are all feature the character. The 2015 film Krampus by Michael Dougherty was the watershed moment. It grossed over $60 million and solidified the character's look. The hunched, horned, ancient toy maker for the American public. That's the one.
Yep, that's the one you've been talking about. Your favorite Christmas movie, isn't it?
Go watch it. It's so good. It's scary, but it's not that scary because covering with humor makes it fun.
Yep.
And it's so fun to watch. If you love horror movies, this one's a good Christmas time horror movie.
Dark Christmas.
And you're gonna love it. Trust me. As someone who watched it out of 11 last year, it's mighty fine.
Anthropologically, Krampus serves as a safety valve for the community. In a season defined by strict social obligations, family gatherings, gift giving, and forced joy, the Krampus run offers a sanctioned release of aggression. For the young men in the suits, it is a chance to be wild, to drink, to scream, and to physically intimidate without consequence. For the spectators, the fear is cathartic, a controlled thrill that makes the safety of the warm home feel even sweeter. There is a profound irony in the modern state of Krampus. A figure celebrated by hipsters as an antidote to the commercialization of Christmas has himself become a product. One can now buy Krampus Funko Pops, Krampus sweaters, Krampus wrapping paper, and Krampus ornaments. The anti-Santa has been absorbed by the very market forces he was meant to critique. However, in the Alpine villages, the tradition retains its teeth. The masks are still hand-carved, the bells are still deafening, and the bruises from the birch branches are still real.
I've seen videos of like Krampus parades where people like actually have they have chains and whips, and they will like reach over and hit people.
Hey, that's nutty.
Against the, because like everyone's blocked off by that like gate thing. Like, you know, the Little League parade, those gate things?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch of those, and everyone's blocked off, but you can still get hit by Krampus.
Because of the whips and the length of the birch sticks.
Yeah. And I've also seen videos of people dressed up as Krampus chasing people down the street and trying to hit them with whips and rods.
I want a little Krampus in my life, but not to that extent. I don't want to be beaten and actually physically harmed. I just want the spectacle. I just want to see the spectacle.
Well, you're not fully immersed in it if you're not getting beaten, are ya?
So you want to?
I wouldn't mind it.
You want to get beaten by Krampus? Want to get
I don't want to, but I wouldn't
thwacked
mind
with a whip?
being. I don't specifically dream of being hit by Krampus, but if it happened at a parade, I'd take it as a cool experience and like brag to my friends about it. Be like, I went to this Krampus parade and I got actually hit by Krampus.
And now I can't see out of my left eye.
It should be my right eye so I can match you.
But if it was your left eye,
We'd be opposites.
we'd be opposite. Be a team.
Saint Nicholas and Krampus. Who's living in the South Pole? Who's living in the North Pole?
I'll go to the South Pole. I want to see the secrets of Antarctica.
I'll hang with my elves. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Penguins.
Almost. Yeah, penguins.
Not for you, for me. Finish it off.
The history of the Krampus is a testament to the resilience of the shadow. Attempts to eradicate him by the medieval church, by fascist dictators, by post-war psychologists have all failed. He endures because he is necessary. He represents the cold that makes the fire warm, the dark that makes the light shine, and the judgment that gives value to grace. From the frozen valleys of the 17th century Alps to the humid parades of 21st century New Orleans, Krampus has evolved, but his core function remains, to remind us that at the end of the year is a time of reckoning as well as celebration. He is the ancient, unsmiling face of winter, standing just outside the window, ensuring that we do not take the light for granted.
Perfect.
Just like how we usually take our health for granted because once we're sick, we're like, I can't breathe out of my nose.
And you desperately want to breathe out of your left nostril again. How could you have not breathed out of your left nostril? What a horrible experience.
And getting to sneeze without a rocket of snot.
That's a fun experience too.
I get that about every day during winter.
Isn't it awesome?
No.
Well, there we go. We talked about the anti-Santa.
I was going to talk about something else.
Dark Companion.
About, oh yeah, I'm going to teach my children about Krampus, but only when they're like 6 or 7.
Wow.
Because I don't want to scare them when they're a toddler, because then they'll be like...
Well, don't be a hypocrite. You just said you want to be in a parade where you get thwacked by a Krampus.
That's me without children.
Tell the children that they're going to be taken by Krampus.
That's me as a child.
Behave.
You know what? Actually, yeah, that would really help with toddlers. What am I thinking?
Krampus is going to take your binky.
Krampus is going to take you away from me on Christmas and give me coal instead of you if you don't behave.
Clean your room.
You're going to be roasted on a birch rod. And you're going to be eaten by Krampus after being beaten by the birch rod. So behave and you'll stay here with me and have cookies and milk in the morning. Along with Santa having his.
One of the best outros we've had. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Question brought.
Question answered.